Yeah, and speaking of that whole living in the past thing, soon everybody start moving towards the future. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and figure out who killed Tupac. Tupac died in 96. First of all, the whole him getting killed and not nobody knowing who did it was weird anyway because he got killed on a fight night on the Vegas Strip, and they haven't always had cameras. Well, they've always had cameras. They just ain't never tell us about it. But they haven't always had cameras in these places. But they had cameras on the Vegas Strip. They had even had cameras in the 90s on the Vegas Strip. Like, so come on now. How we just didn't know who killed Tupac or Biggie, and they had the biggest beef in rap history, and we just didn't know who killed neither one of them. But all of a sudden, it's 2023, and now Keefe D want to start talking about who killed Tupac, even though he's been saying it little by little in these little interviews for years now. But all of a sudden, we want to talk about who killed Tupac in '96. And I'm saying that's how I'm telling you, everything is about keeping old stuff popping, like keeping old stuff alive. You know what I mean? And people really glorified Tupac. I mean, like people idolized him big time. Like it was like for black people, it was like Jesus, Martin Luther King, not even Malcolm X. Jesus, Martin Luther King, Michael Jordan, and Tupac. Okay, so people really glorified Tupac and idolized him. And now that we've gotten away from that, it's like, oh, let's have Jada Pinkett talk about him every 5 seconds. Let's have this dude come out and talk about he know who killed him. You know what I mean? Anything to keep you distracted, anything to keep you idolizing anybody but Jesus, anything to keep you living in the past, anything to keep you nostalgic. Now all of a sudden your mind is rolling back to what happened to you in '96. You know what I'm saying? Which is probably nothing positive. And that same hurt and pain, now you re-grieving Tupac. You know what I'm saying? You re-grieving him. Now that grief from '98 is coming up. '96 is coming up. All that old grief is coming up. You wasn't even feeling sad. Now all of a sudden you feeling sad that happened years ago. That's what I'm saying. Let that stuff go. And they keep you trying to, now that you probably got on your feet, you became an adult, which is what we always wanted to do. Everybody wants to, I don't know about nobody else, but I always wanted to get grown so I could be able to make my own rules, live my own life, mind my own business. You know what I mean? I ain't have to go to school. I ain't have to go to high school and be bothered with people that I had to be bothered with. You know what I mean? When you was in high school, you had to be bothered with these people because you had to see them Monday through Friday. And if you ain't show up to school, your mama was going to get in trouble. You know what I mean? Or you wasn't going to finish. But once I became an adult, it's like, I don't have to be bothered with nobody. I don't want to be bothered with no more. I am grown. But they try to keep you back there because you can't move forward when you keep looking back. And just like in the Bible with Lot, his wife, she turned around, she looked back, and she turned into a pillar of salt. You know what I mean? We got to move forward. Why are you going to wait till 2023 to tell us something that y'all already knew anyway? The man's mama dead now. She can't even benefit from getting no peace of mind from it because she's dead too now. I don't know who can benefit really from it except for the fans. So, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's really crazy. And then it made me feel like, thinking about who cloned Tyrone. And it was like, when you got to think about these movies, like, it's not all really always science. Yeah, I feel like they probably do have some type of something like that going on. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But to me, when I say clone, I really think about it like the same person over and over again. You ever went through those times in your life where you just keep meeting the same people in different faces? Like everybody act the same. Everybody listen to the same music. Music is starting to sound the same. If you turn off one song and the song sounds just like the song you just turned off, like there's no variety in the music. All of them mumbling, all them beats sound the same, the rhythm sounds the same. It's like, yeah, who cloned Tyrone? And when you talk about the clones, it's like you keep meeting the same people. Everybody on the same thing. Everybody got the same mindset. Nobody thinks for themselves. Nobody's being creative. If you God forbid you be creative, you're a bad person. If you try to live differently, you're a bad person. If you try to go against the status quo, you're a bad person. So no, you may not have you may not have a clone, okay, a real clone. But yeah, if everybody's doing the same thing, thinking the same thing, wearing the same thing, listening to the same thing, eating the same thing, you are a clone. Yeah, pretty much. But that's it.